What's up, y'all? It's your girl AnEyeIVKicks. It has been, I feel like I've said a minute before, but it has been an extra minute since we have been sitting in the sneaker room and doing any type of video. This year I just had to unplug, step away from the camera for the holidays, focus on spending time with friends and family, which I did. It was fantastic. It is a new year. Happy New Year. And let's go ahead and get right back into the kicks. So y'all know your girl is a sucker for a good reach back. Like, am I going for the newest releases? Sometimes. But 9 times out of 10 anymore these days, I've been going for reach back. Not even these days, in general. So, guys, if you're new to the channel, go check out some of my earlier videos. I have, like, just sprinkled in, like, just all these reach backs. I have so many more videos to do regarding them. Again, guys, you never know what I'm going to show you, what my unboxing is going to be. Is it going to be something that is a new release? Is it going to be something older? What kind of history are we going to learn behind the shoe? So make sure you check out the older videos. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell because you do not want to miss any of the pairs, any of the events, anything sneaker related that your girl has coming up. Also, make sure that you go ahead and like the video. And as we go along, comment below, you know, did you pick up any of the pairs that I am showing you? Or did you see any pairs that maybe you want to reach back for? Let your girl know as we go along. So let's go ahead and get into it. So these are my 5 top pickups of 2024. I'm not gonna lie, like, it was really hard to narrow it down because were so many amazing pickups. I think I might have to do an honorable mention, just because your girl is a sucker for something sentimental. And it's not Nike, so that's always fun. So we'll get into that towards the end. But again, guys, they are just shoes that I picked up in 2024. They're not like the top 5 releases of 2024. Nothing like that. I even had something that was on my, like, sneaker of the year because I didn't have another pair that isn't even on this list. So y'all will understand more as we go along. So let's go ahead and jump into the first pair. I feel like this shoe, it was, you know, on a lot of people's lists. If I had this shoe for the sneaker shootout battle, this would have hands down been my sneaker of the year for 2024. But I did not have it, so I did pull the Reimagined Bread Force. Still a solid top contender. But we do have the Bike Air in the colorway Grandma's Fence. Again, guys, so they are part of, like, the releases that Nigel Sylvester did. You had the black pair, which was the Grandma's Driveway, heavily inspired by the fact that he learned to ride his bike at his grandma's house. So I love the connection there. And I know, guys, if you've been following along, you know that my grandma has also been a staple, a focal point, a huge inspiration behind the different pairs that I grab as well. And what do you know, guys? I happen to learn to ride my bike, well, my first 2-wheel, no training wheel bike at my grandma's house in her driveway. So, I mean, other than the absolutely stunning color on these, that fence green, well, that's what I'm calling it. It's not Nike's official color, but it's a beautiful shoe. I mean, look how worn these are already. I got these for Christmas, and I've already worn these 4 or 5 times. It's just such an easy shoe to throw on with a simple fit. It's a nice pop of color. I love that they did, it's like the Jordan 4, but like the drop top. I forget the actual, like, I already scuffed them up. Look at that, guys. No good. But again, it's a super wearable shoe. It's super comfortable. I feel like some people aren't a big fan of the fact that it says Bike Air on the back, Bike Air all over it, but that's what they are. So again, no particular order, but nah, who am I kidding? These are definitely number 1 on the list and would be my sneaker of the year. But so on to the next one. Let's go with a little bit of a reach back. If you guys are following me on Instagram, or again, you have seen my sneaker shootout video, you already have seen this pair, but we gotta go with the 1996 Atlanta Olympic pair. 1,996 pairs were released, but it wasn't back in 96. It was in the 2000s, but it's a fire pair. Like, if the color alone doesn't get you, the details will. You've got your little Georgia peach there on the tongue. The other one does say Nike and gold stitching. You've got your like Olympic little wreath, little icon back there on the heel of it. And you can't really see in this video, but all of the non-fluffy material, all this flatter material here is actually 3M. So yeah, so it's all 3M. So it's a fire shoe, and then you've got all the different colors on the bottom as well from the 1996 Olympics. So again, this pair, no specific order, is definitely one of my top 5 pickups. And we're gonna roll right into, I don't even think I have a pair of Jordans. Like, unless you consider these like a true Jordan, there's not a pair of Jordans on this list. So we do have the Futura Dunks. I love this colorway. I do like the bleached aqua. I do like the coral a little bit better, but that price tag is a little bit higher. If you know, you know. It is a gorgeous shoe. I love like the streetwear, the graffiti, the artwork, all of that combined. And, you know, your girl is blessed by her friends and was able to get the Marc Jacobs Futura collab tote bag. So there will be pictures and a whole fit coming before you know it. Go follow your girl on Instagram. But guys, I mean, I feel like I don't even really need to say too much about this shoe. Like, let's be honest. We all know exactly what this is. The only bad thing is this material on the toe box. Once you start creasing, dirt is going to collect there like a friggin' magnet. And I just hope y'all all have your cleaning kits on hand, because you're going to be needing to scrub those. But it is a stunning shoe. Very obvious why it made the list. All right, so we got 2 more pairs, and then I will get into that honorable mention. So I'm going to go ahead with the, now, not a lot of people are like big fans of FoamPosits. I feel like you have to find like a pair, you know, maybe you have that pair that catches your eye. But, you know, I feel like every sneakerhead needs like a good, at least one good pair of foams. And especially living down here in the Miami area, you know, you've got the Versace mansion on South Beach. So this pair was like, I mean, I had to do it. You've got the Supreme FoamPosit with the Versace Baroque print all over. I mean, that's stunning. Now, a lot of people are probably going to say in the comments, like, oh, no, the red ones are better. Oh, I wish they were the red ones. Guys, that's all your personal opinion. Me, personally, I think these are going to be a lot more wearable for me. It screams a lot more Versace than the red version does. I also think the price point is significantly different. And I know your girl got these for a steal. Like, we don't, you know, we spend money on shoes, whatever it may be, when we have to. But we're always going to make sure that we get the very best deal. We're going to scour all sites possible, the entire internet, and get the best price. So I went with the black pair. It is a half size bigger than normal, which a foam, it doesn't really matter because there's not too much give. But again, another solid pickup in one of the top 5 for 2024. Let's go ahead and get into the last one. Again, I feel like this is a very much, if you know me or you've been following me or paying attention or whatever the case may be, you probably already know what the last pair is going to be. I mean, I had to. I'm a huge Wizard of Oz fan. Like, I have been since I was a child. Again, tying it back to Grandma. Like, I wish, Grandma, I hope you're watching, okay? I hope you're watching and seeing how almost everything ties back to you. But we've got the Poppy Wizard of Oz Dunks. Did not hit on these, but still, it was a no-brainer. They had to come home and be a part of the collection. I personally love the Poppy print. It makes sense. Your girl does have the Dorothy Dunks that were released like, what, 10 years ago or so. but I had to add these into the collection. Now I do wish, and I say this all the time, I don't even know if I've said it on camera, but I say it to anybody that I talk to about this shoe. I really wish Nike had given us the underlayer being green. You know, the whole poppy thing makes sense, but Dorothy and the lion and the scarecrow and the Tin Man, they all had to make it through the poppy field to get to Emerald City. So I felt like it would be so fitting for Nike to say, you know what, once you get through the poppies, we're going to give you Emerald City, but it's okay. I do like how you can't see it. I can pop up an image for y'all because I haven't cut away anything yet, but it does say no place like home and nice gold embroidery on the heel. Well, you might be able to see it through there. Which was a really nice little touch. You do have, now there's extra insoles. Your girl was being lazy. I didn't feel like bringing out everything. But I don't know if you can see in there, you've got the Wicked Witch of the West, and you've also got one of her flying monkeys. I also have become a big fan of Wicked, which they released this year as well. Like, it's a whole, you know, anniversary of Wizard of Oz on, I think it's the 80th actually, on top of the Wicked release, movie release. So of course all the different brands were releasing their version of Wizard of Oz and or Wicked merch. So I do have like a whole nice little fit planned with these bad boys as well. So again, make sure you're following me on Instagram too, because I do like to post a lot of my fit pics there. But again, guys, this was a no-brainer, and I do think I need to pick up a second pair. Shout out to Influence SB for the incredible work removing the entire upper, which reveals it's like a suede material, which is actually freaking perfect for any type of customizing with like glue and stones and glitter and however you want to do it. But he essentially made them like, think CPFM, you know, the rhinestone, Swarovski, crystal, dunks, but make them Wizard of Oz. So he has now a ruby red slipper upper with the poppy midsole. Probably took like an entire week to do one shoe, but it's so stunning. Go to his Instagram and check it out. Maybe I'll pop up a picture for y'all. Go check him out. The customs he does are like, they're up there. Mine aren't bad either. So again, you know, I do that as well. But I would love to be able to do my own pair. And I feel like if I get a second pair and I do that, and then I gotta be Dorothy for Halloween. So let me go ahead and grab that honorable mention for y'all. Matter of fact, y'all, I'm gonna hold off on that honorable mention because I believe that it deserves a video on its own with a story you won't believe. So it's also gonna be something more for y'all to look forward. So guys, what do you think of your girls' top 5 pickups of 2024? And like I said, did you see something you haven't seen before? Is there something that you're like, ew, get that the fuck out of here? Like, what is that doing in your pickup list? I don't know. Again, guys, sneakers is all about like what catches your eye, what draws you to it for whatever reason may be. So it's all personal preference, but it's still fun to get outside opinion. So guys, that's going to wrap up this video, the first video of 2025, with plenty more to come. We are back up and rolling. So guys, as always, keep tuning in to see what I've got my eye on next.